Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You already know the drill. Newest chapter means new review from the best Blue Lock channel on YouTube. Please make sure to subscribe and please leave a like. Now let's get started. So the game continues and Hiyori with his unlocked meta vision is about to take down the field. I remember making a Hiyori video trying to estimate how his stats will look like come the end of the No Egoist League, and I was told I was tripping. Anyway, for those who missed that video, it's linked down the description below. We are again reminded for those who seem to forget that meta vision isn't the end all be all. A person with meta vision will not see everything. They will still have blind spots as shown here. Isagi and Kaiser did the most optimal move according to what they were seeing, and Hiyori simply covered the weak spots by anticipating the pass to Barrow. For those of you who paid attention during the U20 game, and even before that, Hiyori was always shown to be a smart player and a very good dribbler. He can do it all, and above everything, he knows when to dribble and when not to. Also, another theory of mine came true. We saw the triangle Hiyori, Isagi and Yukimiya. I mentioned that theory in a post on Reddit. I knew Hiyori and Isagi don't have the speed to blitz through the field with pure speed only. They had to move in a triangle and it happened as expected. Although Yukimiya wasn't really shown a lot in this chapter, you better believe his dribbling skills and technique were needed to keep possession of the ball while moving up the field at top speed. Once again, Isagi Yoichi was right. If there are protagonists that like to score goals, there have to be protagonists that like to pass the ball. And Hiyori, just like Ryo, just like Sae, falls in the latter category. Hiyori is a director and wants to have the whole field dancing in the palm of his hands using his passes. Also, friendly reminder that Isagi is already using the protagonist feeling piece in his meta vision, as shown here when he was talking to Nico earlier in the game. This is the design of meta vision before the protagonist feeling piece, and here is the design after Isagi unlocked that piece. You see the difference? He's already using it. One thing about Isagi Yoichi, you know the guy has no fear. You know he doesn't shy away from any challenges on his way. If Isagi has a vision and there are challenges on his way, he will make sure to overcome them in order to reach his goal. The same happens in this chapter. Isagi had a vision of the goal, and thanks to his meta vision, he could foresee that Aiku and Lorenzo would be blocking his way. What did Isagi do? He made sure to create a scenario where he would have better chances while facing these two monsters, similarly to how he did it with Rin in the 4v4 game, or even against Kaiser at the end of the Manshine City game. Isagi designed a scenario where the opponent had to make their first move so that he can have them in checkmate. This is rendered possible thanks to the lefty shot expanding Isagi's options to score. This play is also very reminiscent of what Nagi would do. A fake shot into a feint followed by a potential volley shot? I've seen that before. Isagi is most definitely learning from his teammates and friends inside Blue Lock. We already saw his dribbling has been improving, his physicalities is improving, his speed is improving, and now he's using tricks from other people? Interesting. Unfortunately, Isagi didn't expect Kaiser to come and interfere with his play, and I think Isagi should have seen it coming though, with his protagonism piece, since he's already using it. So how couldn't Isagi foresee that Kaiser would be interfering? The answer in my opinion is quite simple. Isagi hasn't yet fully understood how shallow and weak Kaiser's mindset is. At the start of the game, Noah told Kaiser not to focus on Isagi that much and that any illogical plays won't be tolerated. Throughout this game so far, Not even once did Kaiser try to interfere with Isagi's plays. Not even once. So in Isagi's mind, Kaiser wants to win the goal scoring contest, but in his mind, Kaiser will not interfere, and to be honest, it's very shallow of him to think that, but I digress. Like I've mentioned in my chapter review for chapter 225, Kaiser is changing. Since his goal earlier, that made him understand that Isagi is the eye of the storm and that he has to stay around Isagi to steal goals, Kaiser has been doing just that, and that's my issue. Such a shallow and lukewarm mindset. Kaiser has been avoiding Lorenzo the whole game. He couldn't come up with a play where he had to do the heavy lifting against Lorenzo. He kept on putting that responsibility on Ness. Have you seen Isagi saying that he can't score because of Aiku and that someone else has to deal with Aiku so that Isagi can score freely? It's exactly like Chris Prince said in the Manchester City game. Kaiser is a coward. Kaiser is limiting himself, and that's why he cannot even see himself beating Noah. Like, think about it. Kaiser knew Isagi would beat both IQ and Lorenzo and decided to settle for stealing the ball to poach a goal. Like, don't you see an issue with that mindset? Kaiser has the weakest mentality among the Gen 11 players. I would have understood Kaiser if he actually stood no chance against Lorenzo, but we know it's not the case. Kaiser just wants the easy way out. He wants to win the goal scoring contest the easiest way possible. He doesn't even want to deal with Lorenzo. He just wants Isagi to do all the work and will come at the end and steal the spoils. Like, Kaiser isn't progressing and hasn't since the beginning of the New Egoist League, and no wonder why. All it took was a Gen 11 player to show Kaiser's true colors. How is it that Isagi can come up with a play using all his skills to best Lorenzo and Aiku, while Kaiser would rather settle for not going against any defenders just so he can score easily? That's so lukewarm. And before the haters come and compare what Kaiser did to how Isagi used Noah in the Manshine City game, you just gotta stop. It isn't the same because Isagi literally stands no chance against Chris Prince. So of course Isagi had to use Noah to take care of that. You tell me that Kaiser, with all his skills, the best he can do is steal goals? Is that what you expect from the best U20 strikers? If anything, it should be the other way around. Isagi should be the one waiting in the shadows while Kaiser beat Lorenzo and Aiku. But we all know our MCN no hyena. Isagi Yoichi is the purest egoist we have in Blue Lock. He doesn't run away from the challenge. Isagi has won the mental battle. He is so far ahead, and this is why this last goal will be Isagi's as he unlocks the Predator Eye and score a golazo. Let me know if you also feel disappointed by Kaiser and his shallow mindset. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and also please check out my profile on Reddit. Make sure to follow me because I will post my next theory there. It's a bit like of a crazy theory, so it's not ready for YouTube yet. So yeah, check it out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.